I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging on till it hits from in all caps. I ain't gonna
What's up, everybody? How we doing here today? Sound good? How we doing here, everybody? Happy, what day are we at? We at Wednesday? Yes, happy Wednesday. I thought it was Tuesday today. When I posted the episode to promote it earlier today, I put doubleheader Tuesday, and then I realized it was Wednesday. So, happy Wednesday, everybody. We got AEW tonight. And we also have another episode here on Tino's Time. But before we get to all of that, we are here today after watching NXT last night here with Lamar for at least the last half hour of the show. We're now here today, guys, to preview all 7 matches that will be going down at Stand and Deliver on Saturday morning on Peacock when we are here with Kicking It with Leo as we're watching all these matches go down. So, let's get to the chat real quick. Let me know how I sound, guys. Do I still sound okay? I just want to make sure. Just after having Lamar, I want to make sure I fixed it again. So, we got Jadis in the house. We got Daniel in the house. What's up, Daniel? What's up, Jadis? What's up, guys? Thank you all stopping by. So, let's go over the matches that we will be having and that will be going down on Saturday morning. We have all of these great matches. We got a 6-woman tag team match as we have Kalani Jordan, Thea Hale, Fallon Henlin taking on JC Jane, Kiana James, and Izzy Dane. We got Shawn Spears making his PLE return to the WWE. It's Shawn Spears taking on Joe Gacy. We got a triple threat match for the North American Championship with Obafemi, Josh Briggs, and Dijak. We have a tag team championship match with Axiom and Nathan Frazier taking on the Wolf Dogs, the War Dogs, however you want to call them, Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. We got ourselves an NXT Women's Championship match as it is Lyra Valkyria as she takes on Roxanne Perez, Lyra and Roxanne. We got Tony D taking on Eganol Dragunov for the NXT Championship. And then in the main event, it was made official, guys. We got Trick Williams taking on Carmelo Hayes and to see which guy is better and which one may very well be on the top of NXT's card for a very long time. So we got all those matches to get to. I'm going to go share a few things out. So, guys, let me know how you're feeling. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you guys excited for the show? Are you not excited for the show? What are you excited mostly for? Let me know how everybody is feeling about this. I'm going to go and share, like I said, everything out real quick. Let everybody know we live here on Tino's Time. Just a few things I can't do until I press the live button, which is kind of annoying, but you know, that's okay. So, let's do it. Let's share, retweet. Let's get that going. Let's do it. And let's get going, guys. So, we got 12 people in the house. Thank you guys all stopping by, hanging out. So, let's start and let's go over these matches and all of these matches that will be going down. And as we usually do here on the preview show, guys, I'm going to go through all of the matches. And then I'm going to go, and if you have any questions, Q&A, anything you want to talk about, let me know what you guys are feeling, what's your excitement level. And then remember tonight, before I start the preview show, before we do all that, I want to remind you guys that we will be here live tonight with our guy Willie Does Everything as we simulate all 14 matches that will be going down in and at WrestleMania 40. WWE 2K24 is going to decide who wins all of the matches at WrestleMania. So, come and hang out tonight at 7 o'clock while we watch AEW Dynamite and we simulate WWE 2K24. But now let's get to the matches for Stand and Deliver. And the first match we're going to talk about is Thea Hale taking on and teaming up with Fallon Henlin, Kiana James, Kalani, or I should say Kalani Jordan, teaming up with Fallon Henlin and Thea Hale as they take on Kiana James, JC Jane, and Izzy Dane. Got to make sure we say that in order, guys. But those 6 women, this match was obviously made official last night after we had a little altercation in the match that we had. We had all the women's come out. We had all the women start fighting each other. And it was a good all time. I'm happy for these women. I'm happy they're getting a little bit of a spotlight on the show of shows for NXT. As you guys know, Stand and Deliver is their Super Bowl, as it is before WrestleMania Night 1, WrestleMania Saturday. So, 6 women going to go out there. I think they're going to put on a great match. I'm really excited to see what Kalani Jordan can do. We all know what she's been able to do and everything else like that. But it's exciting to see these women be able to get opportunities like this on a show like this. So obviously, as I said, this match was made official last night. But in the end, I'm going to agree with Chris in the chat. And I'm going to say that Thea Hale, Fallon Henlin, and Kalani Jordan pick up the win. And they walk out of Stand and Deliver as the winners. And maybe Thea Hale, maybe she gets a little more revenge on JC Jane after what JC Jane has done and everything else like that to her after turning on her, making the calendars, saving Chase U, and all of that good stuff like that. So I'm going to say Thea Hale picks up the win. So let me know what you guys think in the chat. We got 23 people in here right now. Make sure you guys hit that like button. You hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. Do all that good stuff for me. But let's talk about a championship match next. And it is a triple threat championship match, as it is Obafemi taking on Josh Briggs, taking on Dijak. North American Championship match, guys. I'm excited, and it's kind of crazy to think about how big of an opportunity that this is for guys, and that are guys that, you know, have not really had an opportunity to be on a stage like this. Obafemi obviously wasn't the North American champion. Josh Briggs was teaming up with Brooks Jensen last year. And Dijak, I don't even think Dijak was... I think Dijak was. But Dijak, you know, it's cool to see these guys being able to get their opportunities. I've really enjoyed Obafemi, and I even said it last night. I feel like that what they're doing with Oba is what they wanted to do with Apollo Crews, when Apollo Crews was the Nigerian, and then he had the Dabakato, Commander Aziz. I feel like this is what they wanted Apollo to be, but hey, it's working for Oba, and everybody's starting to like Oba, and I think Oba's getting over a lot more than people really expected. But this match, it's going to be a great match. Triple threat matches are always a good time. There's going to be some hard-hitting action. It's going to be a good show. And I think this match is a match that very well could be on the top of the card, where we're talking more about this match, and it's a lot better than we expect. So after it's all said and done, and after we see these men go out there and tear the house down, I'm going to say, and I'm going to give a bold prediction, and I'm going to go with somebody that maybe we do not, and maybe we don't expect to win. I'm going to say Dominik Dijakovic, Dijak. Yes, I know his name is Dijak. Don't yell at me. But Dijak, I think Dijak is going to walk out as North American champion. I think it's time to put the championship on Dijak. I know Obafemi kind of just won it, but I would love to see Dijak walk out as champion. I'm happy he finally got rid of the mask, T-bar, and all of that nonsense. But Dijak, I think it's time for Dijak. I see in the chat we got Too Sweet Kyle. I know you can't see me doing it, but we got the Too Sweet sign. So, Dijak taken home, and I'm going to say he walks out as Stand and Deliver as your champion. So, let's get to the next match, and that match is also a championship match, and it is Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, the Wolf Dogs, the War Dogs, taking on Axiom and Nathan Frazier, as it is for the NXT Championship. As you guys know, Nathan Frazier and Axiom won a tournament. They ended up qualifying, and they ended up winning the match this past week as they took on LWO and the OC. I definitely thought the OC was going to win, but I'm happy that Nathan Frazier and Axiom are getting this opportunity. I really enjoyed, that, like I said, I love seeing guys that we really don't see too often get opportunities that really, like I said, I love seeing new people get opportunities, see new people go up, see people get up higher on the card. It's better than seeing the same thing all the time. So I do believe that we very well might see the War Dogs or the Wolf Dogs win this match, but I would not put it past Axiom and Nathan Frazier to pick up the win and to walk out as champions, just for the simple fact that Bron Breakker is officially a SmackDown superstar. How long is he going to stay in NXT for? And I think if you bring the War Dogs up, the Wolf Dogs, if you bring them up to the main roster, Kyle and I were talking about the tag titles on Raw. Me and Lamar were talking about it yesterday a little bit. I think they're splitting the tag titles up, and that's just another tag team that you can add to the main roster with the Creed brothers, with the LWO, with Legado, with all the tag teams in the ladder match. Awesome Truth, DIY, Judgment Day. We have, there's just so many. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. We've been hearing rumors of possible legends returning. So I think it would be a great opportunity. You give Axiom and Nathan Frazier their opportunity to have a big moment at the stage. Bron Breakker and Baron Corbin lose, and they go to the main roster. So I'm going to say that Axiom and Nathan Frazier pick up the win, and everything I just said I think is exactly what's going to happen. So we could very well see this match go down. And again, it could be very interesting to see who walks out. And I'm not guaranteed that Axiom and Frazier will win, but it's one of those that I think, again, either way, I think it's going to be a good match. And they'll still figure out where and how to that I say it all the time. It always depends where they put these matches. So what match are they going to start with? We obviously know the main event is Trick and Mello, so we'll have to see what happens. But wherever this match may be, it should be a good one. So now let's move on to the next match. I see a bunch of you guys in the comments, so keep commenting. We'll get to your comments after we go through all the matches. We are 3 matches done, and we got 4 matches to go. So let's get to the next match, and that match is not for a title, as it was a match that was also announced last night. And as I said earlier, Shawn Spears is making his return to the WWE. He's making his return to a PLE, pay-per-view premium live event. And he's taking on the crazy one, Joe Gacy. As Joe Gacy, guys, I don't know how you feel about Joe Gacy, but I think this Joe Gacy is actually entertaining. I'm actually enjoying what he's doing. I think it's fantastic to see this guy just go out there and torment people. I think it's great that he just goes out there and he just stands around and creeps the hell out of everybody. We don't have characters like that. And I know as a kid you're probably scared, or at least as like a 4 or 5 year old, 6-year-old, maybe like to like a 9-year-old, I feel like Joe Gacy would probably freak you out. And then now at this point, I just think he's funny. So Joe Gacy freaking everybody out, but you know, Shawn Spears being back finally revealed under those cryptic messages, coming back, hitting people with chairs, pretty much making Ridge Holland retire. And that's something we may not want to forget. Ridge Holland may be in the background, and there has been reports that the Ridge Holland retirement was not actually a retirement. It was all a part of a storyline. So we'll have to see what happens with Ridge Holland, but he could very well get involved in this match. So I do hope it's a clean match, because I do hope that, and I do think that they can go out there and put on a good match. And I think that they very well could have themselves a good showing. Again, just depending on where it is on the card. But in the end, there's no way Joe Gacy wins this match. I feel like Shawn Spears got to get the win. Let's give Shawn Spears a little momentum. Let's see what he does. Maybe he goes on to face for the North American Championship. Maybe they put him in another rivalry. Maybe they continue this for a little bit. But I think Shawn Spears needs this win. So, I just saw Kyle in the chat say Roxanne Perez and Lyra Valkyria. So let's get to that match, and let's talk about that match next. As it is for the NXT Women's Champion, it's Lyra Valkyria, as she takes on the newly heel Roxanne Perez. Guys, how do we feel about Roxanne Perez? Why would anyone be scared of Gacy? I mean, listen. I think about it as like a kid. Joe Gacy creeping, he's These kids. I mean, maybe not. Maybe they just say he's creepy too, but I don't know. I feel like maybe I was just because I was afraid of the boogeyman. Maybe that was just me. But some guy coming out being creepy and like shaking and straight jackets, and I know the boogeyman had worms, but anyway, I don't know. Just anyway. How do we feel about Heel Roxanne, guys? You guys got me talking about the boogeyman. How do we feel about Heel Roxanne? I'll tell you, I love Heel Roxanne. I think Heel Roxanne is fantastic. And I think we're going to see a whole different side of Roxanne that I don't think anybody ever expected that we could see. And I remember saying this on a preview show maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. I remember saying that what if Roxanne turned heel? What if we turn and we see Roxanne as a heel? Because I know people love her as a face, and everybody was like, love Roxy. But I think her as a heel is a whole nother level. And you could go into deep depth of just everything. And obviously with Cora Jade being out, Nikita Lyons being out, other people being out. Yes, we've had Sol Ruka return. We've had a few others return lately. But they needed a good heel. And Roxanne's the perfect person for it. So, Lyra, I think she's had a good run as champion. But personally, and I'm going to go with personally on this one because I do think Lyra could retain. But I'm going to say Roxanne Perez walks out as your women's champion. Because if she does not, I think we see Roxanne get called up, possibly around the draft, something like that. But I also could see her winning. And I would love to see heel Roxanne as champion. So I'm going to say heel Roxy gets her championship back, and we're back to where it's Roxy's world, and we're all just living in it. So, Roxanne Perez, heel Roxanne, walking out in Philly as your new champion. And we'll see what's next for Lyra Valkyra. But I've enjoyed Lyra. I remember watching NXT live when we were going live every week. And I remember when they first did that first ever video package for Lyra. And it's so cool now to see her in the main event of the women's match for the NXT pay-per-view on WrestleMania weekend. Again, that's why I don't know. I like watching the growth and seeing people develop, seeing them go up and down. And, I don't know. It's all about that long-term storytelling, guys. It's all about that long-term storytelling. So, let's get to now. And let's talk about the NXT Championship match as it is Ignal Dragunov as he takes on Tony D from the family. Tony D'Angelo, Ignal Dragunov. Let's go. This match going to be a good match. I'm so happy Tony D and the family are going to be, and he's getting this opportunity. Tony D's great. I think Tony D is somebody that very well could be a future champion and everything else like that. And I think that Tony D is going to be one of those guys that's going to be around for a long time. And I think that we could be seeing, and we've seen like stuff for people saying that WrestleMania 50, I think very well the people that we are seeing on NXT right now are the people we're going to be seeing at WrestleMania 50 in 2034 when we're sitting here previewing the show on Tino's time. And and we're talking about Tony D at WrestleMania. I just made myself age 10 years in about like 4 seconds. So, Tony D, Dragunov, NXT Stand and Deliver. This match is going to be so good. I've loved the storyline of them going to the bar, them going to the restaurant, the guy picking them up. Dragunov's. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good match. But in the end, I still think Dragunov's going to walk out as your NXT champion. I don't think Tony D will win. I think Dragunov's going to hold on to that championship. We've heard rumors of him possibly being called up and having a role kind of like Gunther where he wins a title and he holds it for a long time and stuff like that. I just don't know if it's the time yet. So I'm going to stay and I'm going to go with the safe pick on this one because you guys know me. I'm not the best at picks. So I'm going to hope that I get this one right. And I'm going to say Dragunov walks out as still your NXT champion. And Tony D has himself a good match, a good showing, and they just go out there and steal the show. But after these 6 matches go down, and after we see new champions from the men's, the women's, the tag champs, and possibly the North American champion. And we see a good old 6-woman tag team match. It's time for the main event, guys, and it is one of the most heated rivalries in NXT between two former brothers, two former best friends, and two former guys that would do anything and that would jump in front of anything or do anything and be right by their side. It's the Mello Gang. It's Carmelo Hayes. It's him. Mello don't miss. But on the other side, we got a guy that's trying to make Mello miss for the first time, as it is time to whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. As it's Trick Williams taking on Carmelo Hayes in a match, the main event of NXT Stand and Deliver, as it's going down on Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning, where everybody all may be. This match is going to be a banger. I wish this match would be an unsanctioned. I love myself a little stipulation matches. You guys know me. I love my stipulation matches. I would love to see a stipulation match, but either way, I think it's going to be a good match. They're going to go out there and put on one hell of a show. This very well be one or both of their last NXT shows, as there have been rumors of them possibly being called up to the main roster, also in a draft. Mello has also been in the Rumble, so maybe Mello's the one, and maybe Trick stays down. We'll have to see what happens there. But this is a match that I know they've both wanted. I think they've talked about it in interviews. I know they've talked about it in interviews, at least the ones that I've listened to. I've listened to a few Trick Williams and a few Carmelo Hayes interviews, and they both said that they would love to face each other at some point, and you knew it was going to happen at some point. But did I ever think it would be like this? No, I did not, and I didn't think that Trick Williams would get over as much as he has. But the Prime Target videos, I don't know about how you guys feel about it, but I think we need the Trick Williams and we need the Prime Targets for every show. Every rival. I mean, yes, you got to make it feel a little special, but the production and the way they do it and how they have parts to it, it's just fantastic, and it's just great storytelling. So, I just am so excited to see these two go down in the match and see these two have themselves one hell of a show on and at NXT Stand and Deliver. So, in the end, though, I'm going to say that Trick Williams picks up the win. Trick Williams defeats Carmelo Hayes. And I'm going to say we see Carmelo Hayes debut on Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania. So we see Carmelo have himself a little break on Sunday, and then we see him go up to the main roster on Monday. That's what I think is going to happen. But this match is going to be great. We maybe very well could see a stipulation added. It is only Wednesday. So who knows? You always see crazier things. I mean, shoot, we don't know. They could add something to WrestleMania, and we'd have to do a whole nother preview show, right? So, we'll have to see what happens with that. But that is the card for the NXT Stand and Deliver preview show. So, while I take a drink of water before we get to the chat, I want to say thank you to all you guys coming and hanging out, listening to me ramble for 22 minutes. Just make sure if you have not yet, you hit that subscribe button, you hit that notification button, all that good stuff. As we guys are 45 subscribers away to 1900, 54, 44, something like that. We're 45 away, 45 subscribers away. So, I'm going to take a drink of water, and then we will get to the chat. So, what's up, guys? Let's get to the chat. Let's see where we were at. Let's see. Okay, we had the Oba Femi wins. I like it, Chris. Again, I wouldn't be mad if Oba Femi wins. I don't know. Yo, what's up, Jadis? Jadis, if you want to talk about the Stephon Diggs trade, come and hang out with Tino and Willie tonight, as we will talk about that and everything tonight. So we're going to focus on the NXT Stand and Deliver show, but come and hang out, guys, tonight, as we will talk about the Stephon Diggs. We'll talk about all the NFL, the baseball, and all that craziness. So if you do have any of those questions, leave them in the chat for tonight, but I want to keep all the questions for Stand and Deliver for this episode. Speaking of Too Sweet, Kyle, now you guys can see it. Too Sweet. What's up, Kyle? Thanks for coming and hanging out. Main event, Tino. Let's have a great weekend, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kyle, coming and hanging out. Dijak wins. Personally, I feel like this card could have been better. The only match I'm really looking forward to is Mello and Trick. And you're right on that. If you look at the card like as like, you know, somebody that, you know, if you look at the card, you know, it's not somebody. But, you know, if you look at the card as somebody and you're watching it and you're very, you know, if you're looking at it and, you know, obviously some of us are just very like obsessed with wrestling because, you know, whatever. But like, you know, people that like, if you look at it, we got this match. I feel like this match, like you said, is very good. We got this match that I feel like people probably assume that Dragunov is going to win. This match could possibly go either way, but we all, again, I feel like Roxanne should win. No reason Sean Spears should have won this match. This match, honestly, I feel like this is the one. This one or this one could go either way where we could see a new champion or we just keep the same champions. And then obviously this one is just to get the girls on the card and to get themselves a little good of showing. So when you look at it, that there's nothing like crazy, like nothing like CM Punk or something like that where like somebody's coming back or somebody big names, you know. So I can see where I like that. That's a good thought. That was a very long answer though. I do answer sometimes very long. Roxanne and Lyra too. Yeah. Why would anyone be scared of Gacy? Listen, I'm not saying anyone's going to be scared of Gacy. I'm just saying he's a little creepy, a little, you know. Gacy a little weird, bro. Let's go, Roxy. Let's go. Lyra wins. Roxanne needs to go to Raw. You know what I see it. Roxanne wins. See, Chris, we on the same page. If Lyra loses, I don't think Lyra gets called up yet. I don't think Lyra would get called up. The only way I see Tony D'Angelo winning is if Dragunov is getting called up. If Dragunov isn't getting called up, I think Dragunov loses. That's what I think, at least. Dragunov retains. Chris, it's time for Dragunov to go to the main roster to dethrone Gunther. What's up, cool guy? What's up? Trick is gonna whoop that Mello. Whoop that Trick. Whoop that Trick. Was that's the best I got for you. I feel like Lyra's been so dominant because of Becky. Well, I think that definitely helped her to evolve and for people to feel like she's a big deal. Yes, because I feel like sometimes people don't think of these people as big deals. And it's like, well, if you look at it, they are a big deal. And they're giving a certain amount and they're giving a certain opportunity. So, I do believe that, you know, I believe that Becky Lynch went in there and she did exactly what she needed to do. She elevated these women. Eric, I know you're happy, Texans. Yes, we will talk about that tonight. Everybody, make sure you guys leave your comments in there for the show tonight if you want to talk about the NFL trade that's just went down. Whoop that Trick. Whoop that Trick. Whoop that Trick. Hey, we got Lamar Bates in the house. What's up, Lamar? The man of the 10K. I did call you on accident. My bad. 13 matches is enough. There is no more matches, hopefully, to be announced. Like, I'm just saying, you never know. Maybe we'll get an impromptu match. Maybe we'll see The Miz out there fighting Snoop Dogg again. I mean, I don't know. Hey. Lamar, he said Bailey's birthday. I'm done. Is that all we worried about is Bailey's birthday? The card is mid, not gonna lie. You're right. Again, it's not the greatest card of cards, but it will do. It's an appetizer to WrestleMania. That's just what I look at it as, you know. So, it's my birthday. Let's everybody in the chat, everybody here, let's wish, we got 50 people here. Let's all wish Crazy Guy a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Crazy Guy. Appreciate you spending a little bit of your birthday with me. We don't care. Yes, we do. But speaking of that, guys, since we caught up with the chat a little bit to give you guys a little bit more time to chat before we go, let me remind you what we got going down the rest of this week, as we will be here live tonight with Willie. Willie does everything. No, not Brandon does everything. We tried to call Brandon, but Brandon, Brandon reached back out to Tino. That would be cool, though. I didn't really reach out to Brandon. But I did reach out to Willie, who does everything, as Willie will come here and he'll hang out with Tino, as we're going to simulate, and we're going to go through all 13 matches that will be going down. 14 matches. How many matches are there? 14? There are 13 matches that will be going down at WrestleMania on Saturday, Sunday night. So come and hang out as we do that tonight. We simulate and we watch AEW Dynamite as we continue WrestleMania week. And then tomorrow, guys, it's a triple header here on Tino's Time, as we got ourselves a special episode at 1 o'clock, as I'm going to go live and we're going to talk about all these Liv Morgan crybaby fans. Wah. Look at those tears. I love my girl Liv Morgan. You only live once. But your fans have ruined her for me. And I'm going to tell you why. Why she's not on the card of WrestleMania. And why you fans are just too much. 1 o'clock. Come and hang out. And then tomorrow, for our regularly scheduled programming here on Thursdays on Tino's Time, we're going to take a little break from WrestleMania weekend for only an hour, as we're going to talk some Southside boys. The White Sox are 1-4, but game got rained out today, so they didn't lose the day, so that's good. But they do play the Royals, the Kansas City Royals. They play the Cleveland Guardians. So we're going to be joined by our guy Elijah. So come and hang out tomorrow as Tino, Deech, and Justin and Elijah will have a 4-person panel tomorrow as we recap the sweep in Detroit. We talk about how they swept Atlanta and how they definitely would have won today. We talk about the Royals, the Guardians, Eloy Jimenez, the big baby, is hurt again, and everything else in White Sox baseball. And then tomorrow night with our guy Will the Gray, our guy MJF over there. I love my guy Will. Will is going to be nice enough to join us for the main event of WrestleMania Throwback Season 2, as it's WrestleMania 15, guys. 14 down and 1 to go. And we saved the best guest for last, as our guy, Will Gray, is going to join us for the show. So we got ourselves a triple header as we go live at 1, 5 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. So Thursday, it's a big day here on Tino's Time. So we still got a show tonight, but a lot going down. So what time we going live for what? Which show, Jadis? I got a lot of shows. So I am going to watch Jimmy Fallon. I'm just probably going to record it and watch it later on throughout the day when I have time. So here we go. Yes, sir. We'll see Lamar back here on Tino's Time on Friday. Lamar will be here to watch SmackDown and the Hall of Fame. I'm going to make him stay for the Hall of Fame. So, guys, that's all I got here for you today, though. At least this afternoon, as we'll be back here in 3 short hours as we simulate WrestleMania 40 in WWE 2K24. So, guys, remember to go and follow all the social medias. Hit that like button. Subscribe on the road to 1900 in 2K. We are 45 away. We still got time to get there before Saturday. So if you have not yet, hit that subscribe button, guys. And lastly, turn that notification button on so you know when we go live tonight, which will be for WrestleMania 40 simulation on WWE 2K24. I want to give out tonight's MVP. And let's give it to our guy just for making it and being here for a little bit, our guy Lamar. Lamar, you are today's MVP. So Lamar, come and hang out tonight. Let's see if you can regain that title, and we could have ourselves a good show. So, guys, thank you all so much for joining me for a preview show as we previewed all 7 matches on the show that will go down on Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning, where you all may ever be. So, remember, as I said, guys, we'll be here live for that tomorrow. We got Friday will be another triple header, as we got the WrestleMania. After we watch WrestleMania 15, we'll be ranking every show, every WrestleMania from 1 to 39. Friday afternoon before SmackDown, we're going to come here and preview the show as shows, the grandest stage of them all 13 matches. Come and hang out as I give you my predictions on who's going to win. Friday, we got the Hall of Fame. We got Friday Night SmackDown. Come and hang out. It's going to be a good show. Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning, we got Stand and Deliver. And then Saturday night, we got WrestleMania. Sunday morning, we got the Slammy Awards. Come and hang out as we watch the Slammy Awards live on YouTube and find out who is the best of the best and who's taking home the awards. Before we go live for WrestleMania Sunday, the grandest stage of them all, we finish off the week of WrestleMania week, but we still got Monday, the Raw after WrestleMania, so there's still a lot to get to, guys. So, thank you all, guys, for coming and hanging out here today. Remember to do all that good stuff on the ticker below, but I'm done here for right now. I'm going to go eat dinner and go refresh and get ready for tonight. So, guys, do your thing, and I will see you back here on Tino's Time tonight at 7 o'clock with Willie as we simulate WrestleMania 40 in WWE 2K24.